Here's what the Pope said today at the White House. He said, Mr. President, I find it encouraging that you are proposing an initiative for reducing air pollution. Accepting the urgency, it seems clear to me that climate change is a problem which can no longer be left to a future generation. When it comes to the care of our common home, we are living at a critical moment of history. We still have time to make the changes needed to bring about a sustainable and integral development, for we know that things can change. Such change demands on our part a serious and responsible recognition not only of the kind of work we may be leaving to our children, but also to the millions of people living under a system which has overlooked them. Our common home has been part of this group to the excluded, which cries out to heaven and which today powerfully strikes our homes, our cities, and our societies. And then he said, to use the telling phrase of the Reverend Martin Luther King, we can say that we have defaulted on a promissory note, and now is the time to honor it. So from climate change to the poor to Martin Luther King in one paragraph. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Danette in Hinesville, Georgia. Hey, Danette, thanks for calling. Thanks for listening to Sirius XM. What's up?
Sure. I was calling in response to the gentleman, I think his name was Giano.
Giano.
I was responding to Giano. Deuteronomy talks about us not forgetting not to exalt ourselves above God and forgetting that he's the one that has given us our ability to get wealth. Deuteronomy 8:17 and 18 says, do not say to yourself, my power and the might of my own hand has given me this wealth. But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the power to get wealth, so that he may confirm his covenant that he swore to your ancestors, as he is doing today.
But see, with that verse, though, Danette, what rich people would say is, see, it says right here, God says that he will make you rich if you do the right things. And so I must be doing the right things because I'm rich. I mean,
right,
that's kind of the basis of Calvinism.
But here's the thing, though. It says, as part of his covenant, this is a pastor talking about the theology of work. And he says, as part of his covenant with his people, God gives us the ability to engage in economic production. We need to remember, however, that it is a gift of God. When we attribute our success entirely to our abilities and effort, we forget that God gave us those abilities as well as life itself. We are not self-created. The illusion of self-sufficiency makes us hard-hearted. As always, the proper worship and awareness of dependence on God provides the antidote. And if you take Deuteronomy 8 and 18 and you combine it with what Jesus said, that if you have done for the least of these, then you have also done unto me. The whole purpose of wealth is for us to help God fulfill his covenant. And his covenant is the promise to take care of those who honor him and worship him. And
and the least of the least.
Yes, exactly. And if we leave the least of these homeless and hungry, without medicine, in prison, not cared for, and we're willing to cut off Medicaid, we're willing to cut off WIC, we're willing to do all of these different things, then we have not done what Jesus has called us to do. His greatest commandment is to love your brother as you love yourself. If you wish wealth for yourself, then you need to do one of two things. You need to either create job opportunities so that others can also participate in production and create wealth for themselves, or you need to care for them. And right now, our leadership is not creating jobs, and they are cutting off the means of care. So they are going against what God says.
Okay,
and
Danette, I want to let other people have an opportunity to get in here and have something to say, but you've laid it out quite clearly. Thank you.